Hey guys, you ever been eating something, pizza or olives or something like that, and you bite into something and it breaks your tooth and breaks a big piece out of your tooth, and you hate when that happens, and you say, well, I guess I'm going to have to go to a dentist and probably have it pulled or checked or something. So you make an appointment, you go over there to the dentist, and the dentist over here in the Philippines comes inside and says, hey, first they ask you if you've been taking any aspirins or anything like that, and you say no. And then they say, well, they got to x-ray it. So you get them to x-ray it, and they x-ray it and do, I guess they x-rayed this side too, and probably your head and whatever. So then they say, now that we x-rayed it, you got to go home, take these antibiotics, and come back in 10 days after taking the antibiotics. Even though I didn't have an infection or nothing, they precautionary want you to take those antibiotics. So you go home, in 10 days you come back, you take your antibiotics, you come back, and you're ready to get that tooth pulled, because by that time it's hurting. So you go back over there and they say, okay, we took them antibiotics, and now we got to see your take another x-ray. And the x-rays cost quite a bit of money to take them, so I'm aggravated already. Just want to get my tooth pulled. So then they say, well, we can't x-ray it right now, come back in a couple more days and get it x-rayed. And I'm aggravated, and I'm like, can't you guys just pull my tooth? It's right there, you can see it. And no, they don't want to do all that. So gotta go home, come back in a couple days, and they x-ray my foot and ears and all that stuff, and they say, hey, you taking any blood pressure medicine? And I say, well, I was, but I quit taking that blood pressure medicine about the time that you guys had me on antibiotics, because I knew that you were going to delay me again. And anyways, they said, we can't pull your tooth right now because we're booked up. So I'm aggravated. It was a molar in the back kind of. So I had to go home again in pain. Went back over there again and try to hopefully this time I was wanting to get my tooth pulled. So went back over there, and they were examining all my teeth, had my mouth open, examining all my teeth, and talking about I have cavity over here or something. I wasn't worried about the cavity. I wanted them to pull this tooth out. So they were like, did you have x-rays? And I said, yeah, I had them done twice here. So how long ago? And I said, I think the first one I had, a couple weeks ago, and the second one I had a few days ago. So they said, well, what took you so long after you had your x-ray to get your tooth checked? And I just told them that it was up to them. They did it. So, well, anyways, they didn't want to pull my tooth. They told me to go back home again and, and wait and stuff like that. So I didn't have my tooth pulled. Didn't get it pulled. I don't know. Well, anyways, that's the story I got. So is it just me? Is this everybody, or is it just me? Let me know in the comments what you think. Do people just, in the United States, I go in there and needed a tooth pulled, and they'd pull my tooth out. Give me a shot of that stuff in my tooth, and they'd pull it out. And then they'd say, don't eat on it for a little while. But over here, it's like they don't want to pull it. They want to charge you for x-rays and want to charge you for all this stuff, but they don't want to do it. So I apparently didn't get my tooth pulled. Well, anyways, let me know in the comments what you think. Has this stuff ever happened to you here in the Philippines? Yep, I said it. That's all I've got to say about it. Aggravated. Okay, take care.